It's your boy Coach Defense here, coming to you from the Light and Fast Fantasy Football Podcast. And we're through week 6 and hope everybody got a good victory over the weekend for their fantasy football teams. But let's get into week 7, as Baltimore and the Buffalo Bills are on byes this week. So let's talk about our Tuesday segment called Tuesday Morning Sleepers. We're in week 7, so who's the top waiver wire pickups for week 7? So let's get into it. So first and foremost, we got on the docket, we got Bryce Young, quarterback from the Carolina Panthers, who's going up against a nice matchup against the Jets, who are 0-6. It's very frustrating conversation to talk about the Jets in its entirety, but they're 0-6, so he has a good matchup going this week, so he's a good waiver wire pickup. Then we got Aaron Rodgers coming off a nice victory last week and after the bye. They're going against the Bengals this week, so you know that defense can be had, so I would definitely pick up Aaron Rodgers if he's available. Running back is clearing at this point with the Chargers. Kamani Vidal is the guy. They're going against the Colts this week, so pick him up if he's still available. Sean Tucker, backing up Rashad White. Looking like Bucky Irvin's going to be out for a good while, so the backup to Rashad White is a good pickup. He had a nice, I guess you can say, share between the carries between those two last week, so he should continue that. So pick him up if you can. Keyshawn Butte finally got off the schneid and decided he wants to catch passes from Drake May, so he's looked like a good streaming option. They're going against the Titans this week, who just changed their coach, so that should be an interesting matchup for them. Another wide receiver on my radar is Luke McCaffrey, and he's going against the Cowboys this week. He seems to do nothing but catch big-time passes from Jane Daniels, so I would definitely look for Luke McCaffrey if he's available in your waiver wire as a streaming option to pick him up as a sleeper. For tight ends, I got Harold Fanning Jr. from the Browns. They're going against the Dolphins. Again, another defense that can be had, so I would definitely pick up Harold Fanning. He seems to have a good synergy and good rapport with Dylan Gabriel, so I would pick him up if I can. And then Tyler Higbee. Tyler Higbee finally seems to be healthy. They're going against the Jags this week. He had a nice outing last week, so I think that would continue with him and Matt Stafford. So pick up Tyler Higbee if you can with that matchup as a streaming or long-term option, so that should be good for you. But overall, this are your list for your sleepers this week. You hit the subscribe button if you can. Let us know how you feel about these sleepers. Pick them up if you can in your waiver wire aspects. And always got to remember, subscribe to the channel to never miss an upload.